it's the whole, like, when you're on the airplane and the oxygen mask thing, they're like, oh, put your mask on before you try to put on your child's. So, if you're not taking care of yourself emotionally during the divorce, it doesn't matter, how much therapy your child has and all these things. Like, where's your therapist? Where's your coach? Like,
Hmm.
where's your yoga and, whatever it is you need to do, your spa day? Because if you're not in a good place, even if your child has a therapist and you're checking all those boxes, doing all the right things for them, right? During a divorce, all the things they say you should do, if you are stressed, they will feel the stress. They
Right.
will internalize that stress and they will be anxious. And so the more that you can bring that stress level down for yourself, the better you can show up for them. Because a lot of times, even when you think your kids aren't seeing it or feeling it, they 100% are. They're very perceptive.
For sure. And I am totally guilty of this for the longest time through the divorce and after. It was like I had to be the perfect mom, right? Everything had to be perfect. I had to be happy all the time, even though, inside I wasn't. And then, I mean, for years. And then finally I was just like, that is not serving anybody. My son, that's not like a good role model. My son is going to think that he has to be perfect. And it was like the first time I think he saw me crying, he was like, "What is happening? Because you don't do this," and that was like a big wake up call for me to be like, "Okay, I need to model like being a real person so that they know how to handle this themselves." And so I know there's tons of moms out there that are the same way, where it's like you have to feel like you've got it all together, and it's just such an unrealistic bar that we set for ourselves.
Yeah, and like you said, it's not helping the children cope. I think there's a difference between managing your stress and being perfect, right? Like those are
For
two different
sure.
things. I think if anything, it's healthy to kind of have a moment where maybe you're stressed, maybe you don't react favorably, and then you turn around and you tell your child, hey, you know what? I had a rough day and I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that or I shouldn't have reacted that way, but here's, what I'm going to do to work on that. And like those are things that when you're going through a divorce, you feel like you have to hide everything from your kids. And I think it's okay for them to see a little bit that it is hard, but that you are managing your stress and you're working through that and you're actively taking steps to care for yourself because that's teaching them skills that they need in their life.
Yeah,
So
100%.